There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, on the settle to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, on the settle to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the settle to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the settle to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilance, my Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Hurry.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, some going deep and deeper. Put it to EGK. Be that living sense in her.
One chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's a gossip. As soon as they break, one chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's a faucet.
Let's say a pleasant good morning and welcome to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Welcome to this brand new presentation of the program from the Print News today, November 10, 2025. It's good to be back here this morning. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here with Esther Dako. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us. It's good to be here on another Monday. You know, Monday we come here very energized from the rest we have over the weekend. So it's good to be here where we can share whatever we have on our decks as usual, the online version of the Daily Observer and the Front Page Africa. I'm glad that I can share what I have.
Thank you very much. And let's remember all of you celebrating your birthday today. We want to say happy birthday to you. If you are celebrating your wedding anniversary today, we say congratulations. If you are visiting the country for the very first time after so many years, we want to welcome you to Liberia. And those of you who are leaving the shores of Liberia, we want to say bon voyage to you. And to all of our graduates from the African Methodist Episcopal University, including our own Austin Kawa, and my niece is also graduating. Telman Edwards is graduating. And I say congratulations to all of you. And yesterday was a wonderful time we spent with friends and families at the home of Mr. Nimne there in Caldwell, New Georgia. And I'm telling you, it was a colorful occasion. Our sister, Mrs. Rebecca Nimne, had to take off the black clothes that she'd been wearing for 1 year, and yesterday she had to take off the black, and so it was a colorful occasion at the residence of Mr. Nimna yesterday in Caldwell, the Island Junction, where we were, celebrating with friends and family members. So, folks, let's also appreciate our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exeter's Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, one of the giants in the petroleum business in this country. All right, we will join 2 minutes later to bring you or to bring us the weather report. All right, so that is coming up, and our anniversary is just right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So we have finally gotten the venue, and all roads lead to the borough of Newcastle Town. That's how you went to Newcastle Town before?
Yeah,
Mm,
we played him before.
okay.
During New Town, so yeah. The
I
same
know.
for you, right?
No, we're not this time around. We're going on the desert field. Yeah.
Yes, I feel. Is it carpet or sin?
You want Cabe Fee? You were playing sand.
No, no, you want to play.
We're taking you in the sand. Don't make be more.
No,
We're
to be
taking
honest with you, I'll be
I
there.
know
though.
you
I
are
will
a
be
very
there.
energetic person. So our anniversary will be celebrated in the borough of Newcastle Town in Lagoon, the Babla Field. That's the desert field. So if you trust your legs, hey, come on. It's not going to be easy on that day. We'll see. So, all of you listening to us, our friends, our fans, our supporters, sympathizers, whatever you call yourself, well, Freedom FM will be celebrating her 9th anniversary. And we are taking it to the borough of Newcastle Town. To be precise, in the Lagoon community on Babla Field on Saturday. Saturday is going to be the 15th.
Mhm.
All right, because Sunday is the 16th, so we'll have our activities before the 16th.
Right.
And then on Sunday, we'll go to our various churches. Those of us who are Christians will go and pray and offer word to our God to grant us more time to be together here at Freedom Radio. So that's how it's going to be like this Saturday. So all of you, that's the venue. Newcastle Town is where we're going to be celebrating our 9th anniversary. So you've been hearing the voice of Esther Daco. You've been hearing all of us yet. You want to see us for the first time? Well, the chance is yours to make your
The
way.
people already seeing us.
No, seeing all that one, that picture, they want to know what
Yo.
you got the camera photo, all kind of thing.
I say, and besides that, they can say when you hear the voice and you see the face behind the
Yeah, they say we picking them.
contrast.
Some people say that small
tell you.
boy, that man I'm a picking, and somebody when they meet you say, "Oh my man," when every time I hear your voice, you sound like one kid. I say, "Yeah, that's the kid you're meeting now." So I'm a kid. Say, "No, you're my dad." I said, "Okay, that's good. You identified I'm your dad." So, folks, that's it. We are stay open to your contribution. Don't forget that the print news crew, we have to buy 2 sets of jersey,
Mhm.
and want to say thanks to all of those who have contributed so far.
We are grateful.
Yeah, we want to say a big thank you to our sister Duete. Want to say a big thank you to Sam Toby. Want to say a big thank you to Solomon Tunis. We also want to say a big thank you. Right? Mm, okay. Want to say a big thank you to all of you.
Right.
Our man, Bishop Sayon. Want to say a big thank you to you for
Yeah.
everything. And to all of you who have contributed, we want to say thank you. Let's meet on the 15th in the borough of Newcastle Town, so we can have some time together. All right, it's going to be fun. We'll get together. We'll take pictures. We'll exchange numbers. We'll meet some old friends. We'll bump into some new ones, and that's how it's going to be like. So I'm not just here talking. I'm a very good defender. 5 times best defender on Babla Field. The place where I won 5 times best defender, that's the fee I'm taking you guys. All right. So let us all meet there and celebrate our 9th anniversary. I don't want to call some of the names that will be there for the very first time, but hey, come on, don't miss out. If you finish with all your busy activities for the day, you can come and let's end the day together. All right. So all roads lead to the borough of Newcastle Town on the 15th, which is going to be this Saturday. So that's the information to you. Don't forget, whatever you have to be a part, you want to join us to celebrate, you want to help us to purchase the jersey, Well, don't forget we have a mobile money number. It's 0888 024973. 0888 024973. Again, the number, our mobile number, is open for contribution. 0888 024973, and the name attached to that number is Esther Daku. So
Right.
let's with 20 minutes into show time, let's see what we have from the front page Africa newspaper. All right, it says how the political elites consume Liberia's 2026 pending plan. Hmm. A budget for the privilege is a question mark to this caption. The Liberian government 2026 draft national budget, projected at a record-breaking US 1.2 billion, is being hailed by officials as a landmark for economic growth and fiscal expansion. Yet beneath the glossy numbers lies a troubling narrative, one in which ordinary Liberians struggle under rising costs while political elites appear to reap the lion's share of the nation's wealth. Continuation of the story, a budget of record, but for whom? Why the US 1.2 billion figure is unprecedented? The distribution of funds reveals stock inequities. The central ironing is that this historic budget comes at a time when the majority of Liberians face economic hardship. Inflation continues to push food, fuel, and basic commodities beyond the reach of ordinary citizens. Salaries for teachers, nurses, and other public servants remain delayed. Unemployment is rampant, and rural communities still lack basic services such as clean water and electricity. Yet the lawmakers tasked with addressing these challenges have quietly ensured that their own coffers swell fast. Ensure that their own coffers swell first. The national legislature allocation alone has risen sharply from US 41.3 million in 2024 to 51.7 million in the proposed 26 budget. Yeah, Liberia. The distribution among lawmakers is telling. The House of Representatives. Okay, let's leave it right there because of time. We'll leave the story right there, but that's the story there, folks. That's the story right there. A budget for the privilege is a question mark to this caption. So in 2024, the Liberian budget for the legislature budget was in the tune of 41.3 million in 2024, but for 2026 it's 51.7 million. Hello, this country, where are we going? If people they really not prioritizing also seriously, it's sad time for our country, Esther. I don't know where we going. Where we going? I just don't know where we going. But it's sad time for our country, man. This is sad. So let's get to this other story. Let's see what it says here. It says experts question Liberia's deal with Avino as legal and bilateral gaps surface. No evidence that Guinea officially recognized HPX project as an approved infrastructure project under Article 5.1 point. When Liberia and Guinea signed the implementation agreement in October 2019, it was hailed as a landmark for regional cooperation, a carefully constructed framework to ensure that any mining company seeking to use Liberian rail and port infrastructure would do so transparently, equitably, and in harmony with both nations' interests. But fast forward to the Concession and Access Agreement, CAA, recently signed between the government of Liberia and Avino Liberia, HPX/SMFG, and questions are now being raised over whether the spirit and procedures of that 2019 agreement were ever respected. The implementation agreement, the rule book that should have guided all access deals. The 2019 implementation agreement, IA, was no ceremonial document. It was designed as the legal backbone for all future cross-border infrastructure used between the two countries. It established a clear, required a two-step procedure: a request for eligibility vetted by Guinea, followed by a request for access submitted to Liberia, reviewed by both governments' monitoring committee and endorsed by the Interministerial Committee, IMC. Article 9 established these committees to prevent unilateral action and ensure joint oversight. Article 7 tasked a technical secretariat to develop a standardized access agreement template, guaranteeing consistency and fairness for all operators. Yet, when the CAA emerged, there was no evidence that these institutional steps were ever followed. Under the IA, no access agreement could be deemed valid unless reviewed and approved by both the Monitoring Committee and the IMC. However, there is no public record that this process was honored. No minutes of IMC deliberations have been published, or monitoring committee reports exist in the public domain. Officials acquainted with the agreement said there is no evidence that Guinea officially recognized HPX project as an approved infrastructure project under Article 5.1. Instead, the CAA appears to have been negotiated directly between Liberia and HPX, effectively bypassing the very institutions created to ensure transparency and bilateral consent. But I think we can take two stories from the front page, Africa, and send controls to Esther
Yeah.
to bring us more development. So, folks, let's go to Esther to bring us the Daily Observer online version. All right, I
Thank
think
you.
we've done with that. So, let's see.
Liberia.
Yes, we've done with that. Mhm.
Let's go. All right. This morning we are looking at the online version of the Daily Observer, and the top story here says, "Can COP30 unlock the cash to save Africa's last great rainforest?" It's a question. We want to take some lines. Wendell, hope
Mhm.
this is important. And it says, "It is already evening, and the skies above Monrovia are surprisingly clear. The front view of presidential envoy on climate action, Jenny Cooper's yacht on Mama Point, is eye-catching. The scene of bushy green flowers and trees standing still as the breeze from the rolling Atlantic Ocean nearby flows through, gently waving. The country's first chief executive officer of the newly established Carbon Market Authority, Copper, sees the share on team regeneration in her frontier as a metaphor for Liberia's unique national asset. How fast things regenerate in Liberia, that's not the same everywhere in the world. She says, "You eat a plum, throw the sea, you come back, it grows." Copper, a former agriculture minister, believes This abundant regeneration greenery coupled with the upper Guinean forest, mangrove, and coastline places Liberia in a prime position to attract meaningful investment through global carbon trading schemes. As head of the CMA, Copper is tasked with the transformative agenda, establishing a framework that allows Liberia to monetize its immense capacity for natural carbon sequestration. The gentle sounds of Atlantic, punctuated by the rumble of vehicles and motorcycles passing by, provided a backdrop as Cooper discussed her new role. I'm excited because the opportunity for Liberia is truly a stimulating one. She began. I am far more excited about the possibilities, the potential, and the fact that we now have the means to start unlocking that potential. She emphasized that the CMA is a necessary instrument for the nation's new economic focus. The Carbon Market Authority is the instrument we will be using to achieve this. We absolutely need one entity that can be a one stop shop for these kinds of things, she stressed. Currently, the mandates are fragmented, but we need to bring them all under one roof so we can look at them together. This is a whole government, a whole of community effort. The immediate focus is on a rapid establishment phase. COPA says everything is a kickoff under the President's Executive Order 155 that established the CMA. COPA and her team have 12 months to establish the country's national carbon registry and develop legislation on climate finance for the country. Copa, who is departing this week to attend the conference of the parties in Brazil, says her core mission abroad is to redefine Liberia's global financial dialogue. My role is to amplify Liberia's message to say to the world, Liberia is open for investment, not for charity or for aid or just for projects. She urges that Liberian approach must be different from heavily industrialized nations while Liberia has a nationally determined contribution. A focus shouldn't be on reducing the emission it barely generates, but on monetizing the innumerous reduction it already provides. We are already contributing so much to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions just by virtue of the forests and the waterways that we have, she pointed out. Our NDC should focus more on our natural assets and natural resources. Every one of these trees, each one of these leaves is uh, sequestering carbon. Shouldn't we have something for that, like our countries have? The goal is to attract investors, meaning the process must involve rewards and return that benefit Liberians. Liberia's value in a carbon market is rooted in its status as a global biodiversity hotspot, containing the largest remaining portion of the Upper Guinea rainforest in West Africa. This natural wealth extends from its rich terrestrial forests to its rich coastal and marine environments. The forests are a signatory for a remarkable area of endemic and threatened animals. Key wildlife includes the critical, endangered, and exclusive Legum hippopotamus, African forest elephants, and endangered western chimpanzee, the Liberian monkeys, and various Docker species. To safeguard this wealth, protected areas like the Sapo National Park, Liberia's largest protected area, provide an essential haven. But let's leave you there. We have other stories on the Daily Observer Online. This says Minister Bess Loyalty hailed for transformative leadership at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we see Arep Arep indicts Finabono, Thelma Sawyer, and 40 others for money laundering. And then we see massive deforestation undermines Liberia's climate commitment. This is also right here on this online version of this story or this paper. And then we have President Bouaka must not sign the AMLD want to take some lines from this, and I think that's the final story we're going to have.
Hmm.
It says 2 years into his presidency, Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. stands at a defining crossroad, a moment that will shape his legacy and Liberia's future for generations. On his desk lies the so-called Third Amendment to the Acela Liberia Mineral Development Agreement, a deal so lopsided, so nakedly exploitive, that to sign it would be to mortgage Liberia's sovereignty for the next 3/4 of a century. At first glance, the deal looks glittery. AML has reportedly placed US 200 million on the table as part of the package reflected in the draft 2026 national budget. That cash injection will nudge Liberia's annual budget past the much touted 1 billion mark for the first time in history, a milestone every government since the war has dreamed of. But beneath that cosmetic triumph lies a trap. We have been here before. We have warned against the obsession with budgetary symbolism, the tendency to successive government to trumpet historic budgets while ignoring how much of that money is actually sustainable, transformative revenue. Liberia's journey to $1 billion budget has been paid with borrowed money, donor inflows, and one-off windfalls. Now, once again, we are being asked to trade away our future for a quick hairline. Let us be clear. This is not an investment windfall. This is a buy-off. As one seasoned industry insider told the Daily Observer, essentially, that AML has done, what AML has done is set to lock up the rail under its control for 75 years with these tricky legal clauses, then drop 200 million bucks on the table as a distraction for controlling sovereign assets worth billions more in revenues. It is an absolute disgrace the Liberian negotiators allow this nonsense, and the president must not approve it. That quote cuts to the heart of the matter. AML draft amendment is not a business proposal. It is a seizure warrant dressed up as a concession. The document seeks to permanently cement AML's control in the Yekepa Buchanan rail and port system, ensuring that no other operator can use Liberia's most strategic infrastructure without ArcelorMittal's permission. It's monopoly in everything but name. It will cripple the multi-user rail regime that the Barker administration has championed as part of its IRS agenda for reform and transparency. For all the fanfare surrounding that US 200 million sweetener, let us be blatantly honest. That money will vanish in less than 3 months. Salaries, subsidies, recurrent spending, it will all be gone by mid-year, and Liberia will be left holding an empty bag while AML keeps the key to the real import.
Wow.
It is what I mean. Is it worth it? Should we trade away control of an asset capable of generating billions of dollars in long-term revenue through multiple user access fees, concession agreements, and logistics tariff for a temporary injection that would barely cover the government's wage bill? What's more, the deal conveniently ignores the more companies already line up to invest along the rail corridor from Nima to Buchanan. New exploration projects have been stalled, waiting for Liberia to open the rail under fair, independent management. This amendment will slam the door shut not just on them, but on Liberia's promise of fair competition and shared growth. We have said it before and we will say it again. ArcelorMittal has shortchanged Liberia for 2 decades. It has mined, it has mined, shipped, and exploited iron ore under terms that have yielded minimal results for the state and its people. Worse still, ArcelorMittal Liberia is not even selling Liberia's oil to the global market. It is transferring it from Liberia's soil to its own steel plants abroad, meaning it sets its own prices, reports its own volumes, and pockets the profit abroad. Now, for the leakage and signed versions of this new amendment, We have seen AML is demanding the right to export without proper inspection under government oversight. In other words, Liberia's principal source of revenue from this operation will be determined entirely by AML itself. How investors, companies with billions of tons of iron ore waiting to move sit idle while AML blocks the rail, holds the port, and manipulates the system. 25 years? Well, we know that's the story, and we're going to stop you there. You want to read in depth, you can grab the online version of the Daily Observer and go through. So far, these are all the stories we have.
Oh my God, sad time for our country.
I'm telling
So that's the story we got to share with you. I'm sorry, those are the stories we can bring you this morning from the front page Africa and the Daily Observer newspaper, the online version. So those of you who are listening, you want to follow the stories, you can grab a copies of the two newspapers. But we are going to take our break. When we come back, we'll draw you closer to our talking points. So those of you who are watching, stay put. We'll be back shortly with our talking points. So don't forget the anniversary is just few days ahead. Few more days to go. 14 days from now too, I'll be celebrating my birthday. So let me not forget about myself. Happy pre-birthday to me. 14 days from now is going to be the 24th, and it's going to be my birthday. But on Saturday, it's all going down in the borough of Nuclear Town, the Babla field. All right, we'll converge there to celebrate our 9th anniversary, 9 years standing. Freedom Communications Incorporated. Let's take our break, and then we'll be right back.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must target, and I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it easy before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if right, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going to put in Toto Ichiki.
Oh yes, graduation is around. Too many graduates coming up. Too many graduation party will be around the country. So those of you who are trying to get drinks for your graduation party, Exeter's Best Price Tour is that place for you. Don't miss out. I'm telling you, the guy. When you talk about your wholesale, retail dealer. Your wholesale and retail dealer, I mean, very cheap, all right, for your wholesale and retail purposes. Recommend to you Exeter's Best Price Store. Anything you want to suit that party, wedding, reception, or whatever, they got it right there for you. You're talking about alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages, everything is right there for you. And don't forget to know that Crime Stopper is proud to be associated with the Print News and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, one of the giants in the petroleum business in this country for more than 20 years. All right, folks, our weather report man is here, so we're going to take him for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So Esther, please bring our weather report and man on. Let's take him a few minutes. And then we come to our topic. So we have our weather report man, Suleiman Tunis. Tunis, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Good morning to my brothers and sisters. Salam alaikum to the Muslim brothers and sisters. Your weatherman, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, coming to you live from Radio LIB here on Staten Island, New York, with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. Before that, we give the weather, my man. When is your occasion, your ceremony, the celebration?
Well, it's on the 15th.
On the 15th. That was right that we were going to come back here on Friday before. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah. But yeah, sure. You were right about that, but I don't think we'll be here on Friday because we'll be making a lot of preparations. So
okay, all right.
Yeah. So you were right about that Friday before the game we were to be here, but because of the running around, I'm not too sure we'll be here.
Yeah, you're right. I got you on that. Okay, guys, the weather report saying today 83 degrees, some rains around the Monrovia area. As I speak, I believe the street of Monrovia is wet. It's definitely wet, and it's going to continue with lightning and thunderstorm by this afternoon. And y'all got to be a little bit careful because the October lightning and thunderstorms is almost going into late November, and that's definite. So today, all day is going to be a raining day. You expect that all day it's going to be a raining day. They probably, I don't even think you will see the sun. It's going to be light rain, not heavy, heavy, heavy rain like that, but light rain. And tomorrow, you guys are good to go. Tomorrow is going to be very decent. It's going to be 83 degree also tomorrow. Probably you'll experience a little bit of light rain also tomorrow, but don't worry about it. Today is the one you worry about, because today definitely is going to be a little bit now uncomfortable day for you guys. It's not going to be most of you guys where you're supposed to be walking to go, you probably will take a keke to go. You won't even get on the motorbike, because the motorbike, some of them don't got that umbrella over them. So that's it. And Wednesday and Tuesday, they are almost similar. You might experience little afternoon rain on Wednesday after lunch hour area there, but don't worry about it. It's not going to last. So today is the one you really need to focus on. It's a wet day for you. Tomorrow is a beautiful, but not beautiful. You experience little bit of light rain. But today is the most raining day in Monrovia area. Okay, so keep us on your dial. Freedom FM will be bringing you accurate weather report, and you dress accordingly. So that's what I'm here for. Again, y'all, thank you so much, Wendell, Esther. You guys looking very good, neat,
Thank you.
I like
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I hope our coach is preparing our team for the kickball
Coach
team.
resigning already.
The coach are giving us small.
Look, we got such, you cannot resign until after the celebration. That won't be that's for nothing. Please don't even try it.
We will face the battle when we can make it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. There's a nice thank you, and you have a nice day too. Thank you so much for the weather report. But Esther, it's sad time for our country. I mean, this government is making a lot of deeds that are not benefiting the people of this country. And we Liberians, we just sitting there and just allowing everything like this to happen to us, and we can't even put this government to check. Look, the people elected this government, so that's the very people that need to stand up against the government and say, look, these things that you are doing is not in the interest of us. You cannot make a deal, sign a deal, well, few individuals will benefit and the people of the country will be left out of the pie. I don't think it's a fine thing for our country. So, Esther, people will say, oh, they those are insightful messages when you say the people now standing up against the country. Nobody is telling you to
I
go.
heard them talking about billions.
$1.2 billion projected, 1.2 billion projected. And out of the 1.2 billion, 51.7 million just for the legislature alone. Why hospitals don't have drugs? Our roads are still terrible. We're still struggling for water business in this country, pipe-borne water. We're still struggling. Electricity is a challenge, and all of these things happening. Public transport is a challenge, but the government, individuals in the government are benefiting while bulk of the people
So what they
are
can do
left.
with that money? Now, all that plenty money you just contest now.
That one going to them.
Salaries or what?
Exactly. That's why they're going to be.
Or what?
That's the people only care for themselves. These are people that we say will represent us. But when they go there, they put their interest first. In other countries, Esther, let my thought you coming. In other countries, the people will stand up against their government and say, look, right now as we speak, in Sierra Leone, the battle is on because the people are the guys who want to, get out. Mother Bio is saying that, Mother Bio is the brain. He and his family, his nephew, are the one bringing in drugs into the country. The coach, the chemicals that can fix the coach, they are the ones bringing it into the country. So the battle is on as we speak. But for our case, it's kind of different. Our president would travel, he comes back with nothing. All he does is that he make deals that benefit him and his family and few of his surrogates. That's what's happening in the country. Let's look at how the country is proceeding. Times are hard. People can barely get their kids. That's the struggling part of our country. People can't survive. Look, Liberia, if we don't
And at
stand
the
up
end of
against
the
these
day,
things,
when you hear people defending something like this,
Mhm.
sometimes you can wonder what are some of the money going to
Yeah.
them. I just saw a comment from somebody right here
Yeah.
on our page, and I'm
Mhm.
like, is somebody $1 billion people talking about going to you? Is it going to make free education in the country? Because
But
these
he
are the
doesn't
things.
care.
This is how we benefit.
Mhm.
If you talk about JFK, where recently
Yeah.
they removed that aspect that treat the children below 5 years old for free.
Free. Yeah.
You remove that aspect. Are you thinking about putting them back?
Mhm.
Because we can only be happy when we hear you doing good thing for us.
Yeah.
You cannot have $1 billion or $1 billion plus window,
Mhm.
and then we don't know what's in it for us.
Yeah.
Direct
The
benefit
people.
where we can go medication. They will not tell us, say, go to the pharmacy and go buy this or go buy that. How are we going to benefit from it? And when I'm told that the president is yet to sign it, that means they have gone through the legislature, they have local aid, they have done the signing and all of it. Liberia's greatest problem, the lawmakers, they are our greatest problem window. Because at the end of the day, they are our direct representation. These people are the ones that speak for us. So if they would sit there and sign a document, send it to the executive, I mean, make it make sense
You
to
know,
me. They're not in our interest.
Esther, that's what you get when you take bunch of hungry, you take bunch of greedy, you take bunch of for people that don't know anything, and you put them in such position.
It's
That's
sad.
that's what you get in
really sad.
return, because some of these guys, through all their life, they've never handled $1,000 on their own.
Mhm.
All right. But they use their so-called popularity in the community, in the district, and got the votes of the people. See what they are paying them back with.
Mhm.
Who care for you? What are the community in got role? It got role. Like yesterday, I was somewhere in District 15.
Mm.
There's a place called the Island Junction. Esther, I'm told that side falls within District 15.
Mhm.
All right. District 15 representative is Abu Banan Kamara. Look, Esther, the road is terrible. I mean, community road from the main route to the community, the road is very bad. So these people, we're not saying that these are the things that they do when people vote them. They don't go back to the community to make their impact in the community. All that money going to just the legislators. Why bulk of the people in this country are struggling? Right now, you go on the street, no public transport. People are struggling to get to town, no public transport. The hospitals don't have drugs. The hospitals don't have beddings and all of that.
They never
But
talk
you
about
got
these things.
you got lawmakers in that only putting their interests first. What kind of country is that? When will we stand up to these people?
Mm.
When will we stand up to these people that these ugly things you guys are doing, you need to stop? All right. So Esther, just continue with the comments. Let's read the comments and we'll come and take a few calls.
Let's have a few comments. We have Gate Harris. Gate says, I'm watching from my visual media incorporated office in Doe community. We have Cecilia Massaquest. She's watching from Norway. Good morning to you, my beautiful children. We have Stephen Ibar says, good morning, Freedom Print News family. I'm following the live from Dakar, Senegal. We have Henry Tito Jr. says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. And the weather report man, Uncle Tunis. I'm watching from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the update always. Our country, Mama Liberia. We have Darlington Rue. He says, good morning, watching from New Georgia, Oldfield. We have Lord Gilles says, watching you live, Freedom. And we have Abraham Addison says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from Morovia. Marcus Jida says, good morning. I'm watching from Congo Town. We have Gata P. Colley. He says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. And we have Venetia's Junior Bar. He says, I'm watching from Town. He says, we are is coming back 2029. Gatepi Cody says, my big brother, what's up? Junior Pepe. And then we have Sam Aini says, good morning. I'm following from Japan Freeway. Top of Village. We have Gatepi Cody again. Says, big brother, when you're please. B Fogba says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from Sino County to be precise, government camp. We have Peter Tokwa. He says, good morning, following from Juba Road. We have Nan Commune says, the president urged the national legislature to ensure a timely and transparent review and approval of the fiscal 2025 draft budget, emphasizing the importance of maintaining legislative due diligence and accountability in the process. That's why the president wrote to the legislature about the budget. CDC folks, please tell your lawmakers to do their jobs properly. Freedom FM, stop the lies and misinformation. Tell your followers and communities the truth as I have done. And we have Chile G says, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. I'm following closely from Johnsonville. I will be back 2029. We have AB. Okay, we sent you the link already, because we have Mohammed Maria Manche Sharif says, good morning, Wendell Esther, and the peeps, loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacob Towns in Francis community. We all agree that George Weah didn't perform to our expectations and we voted him out. That's democracy. But praying for his death, that's not politics. Witchcraft and cheap propaganda at its lowest. From SO is a solution to Liberia problems. The death of George Weah. Mami Fina says JMB used juju on them, so they can't talk anything, but we pray that God intervene in this case. So sad. We have T Edmond Twere says, good morning, family, and happy pre-birthday to Wendell. I'm watching from Minneapolis, the USA. Wendell, these are other comments.
Thank you very much. And folks, that's
okay. We have Gus is here.
Okay, so those are all the stories. Those are the comments we can take from the comment section. If you are there and stay watching us, please don't forget to, drop your comment, make your input on the show relative to our talking points this afternoon. The program is from the Pre-News, and we are here this morning talking about our country, Liberia. What are those things that we need to do to stand up to this government and say, look, enough is enough. All right? Enough is enough. The president cannot be traveling, taking taxpayer money, using it, and he's bringing back nothing to the country, while the lawmakers are there making laws that will benefit themselves. And bulk of the people go, empty. It's sad time for our country. All of the basic social commodities, they skyrocketed. Basic commodities, you go to the market, everything is just high. People are complaining, and I mean, all kinds of things happening in the country. But we say we have a rescue government. This government said they have come to rescue us, but hey, those of us who made it through the waters to survive, we survive it on our own, not by anybody coming to rescue us. So I'm not being rescued. I'm yet to be rescued. So we're still looking up to the rescue government. 2 years plus running, we are still counting on the rescue government. So we have our man Gus Korma. Let's give him 2 or 3 minutes to hear from him. Then Gus.
Yeah. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Liberia. Gus Korma. I mean, hey, the time change here is dark. It's literally 5 o'clock. 5:04 a.m. my time here.
Hmm.
Yeah, I saw the budget. The budget is very interesting. Nothing has changed, as we all know. Um, almost $1 billion of the entire budget is going to recurring expenditures and salaries. So you're talking almost 77% of the budget is just going people's pocket. It's not really coming to the ordinary people. If 77% is going to just what they spend on themselves, their vehicles, their salary, their gas card, their all the other things is what we're talking about. Okay. And then now you have only what, 23%, okay, off the entire budget. That's why you gotta share to the hospital, that's why you have to share to schools, that's why you have to share to all these other places. How do you think that is feasible or even sustainable? But year after year, our people have not understood that. Look, my people, this problem we have is the lack of will of our presidents. No offense, the former president himself, we complain about it. This president, same thing. The president before, same thing. Since after the war, Madam Salih started this whole budget thing where we pay the executive and the legislature so much of our money, our entire budget. Nobody has had the strength to change it. The people have to find a way to really hold government in check. But the people themselves don't care. Because when you say let's go out, they won't. You see, that's what I said. The CDC boys that George Weah had hired, they were so, boys and girls, they were so lazy that they did not even care for their ordinary citizen, their friends, because they were elevated to assistant minister's position. They did not even see the flag of the people. Now they're seeing it because they're outside themselves. Because some of the things that we complain about, if they sat on the table and talked to the people in the background, these things would have been taken care of. But you know what? It's a party mandate. These people have come, they're doing their own party mandate too. And then who suffer? They say when elephant fight, the grass can suffer, right? It's our people that continue to suffer. When is this grass going to stand up and say, enough is enough? We have no good schooling system. There is no budgetary allotment. Look, we're selling everything. We have a country that is willing, a country like Liberia is willing to sign a 300 or whatever $1 million deal for somebody to pave a 100-meter road or 100-mile road to put tollway on there that is going to charge the ordinary people a fee to travel on that road for God knows how many years. The other deal, 25 years, another 25-year deal. 25-year deal, we're getting less than, somebody said around 22 or $23 million a year. What is $22 million a year? Now, let's quantify $22 million a year into their current budget that they just passed. That's a drop in the bucket, my people. These people are not serious. This government supposedly has 40-some years of experience. But we told them George Weah's struggle was not just because of his making. We had to live on our own. The former president and his team had to find resources to be able to run this country for 6 years. These people have come, they're realizing that their previous 12 years, where they had abundance of resources coming from the international community, to have rebuilt our country, that was rechanneled into their own pockets. So now they're realizing that it's not easy. The challenge is there. But the only way we can move forward with this challenge is we will have to dismantle our entire procurement processes. We have to dismantle our salary structures. We have to dismantle this idea that you're going to give somebody a car, you repair it, you fuel it, you give them driver, you give them everything. Nowhere around the world anybody gets that as a purpose. Nowhere. I'm saying nowhere. Not even the CEOs of most companies get that. The CEO, if he gets that, there's something called, he's going to have to use it and then do a thing what we call travel expense. So that way, if we're giving you a perk for traveling to Magibi or wherever, when you come back, give us a travel slip and say, I went to Magibi. Here's the gases that I purchased on my way there. Here's the food I ate. Then the government reimburses you. But in our country, we don't have that because you continue to hire people that say they have 2 or 3 master's degrees. They've never worked in any sector. They've never managed anything. And then you put them in those places and then you expect them to function. No, classroom is different from practicality. Classroom is different from doing it on your own. So, Wendell, this is where we are, Esther. Our country is very sad. Some of us at the point of giving up, in the sense that, my man, Wendell, happy birthday coming up. You know, Scorpio, you and I. You know, I'm coming to be 49 this year. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old. You think about that. And my
Very,
country has not gone anywhere. I'm going
a
to be
very, a
49
very
in
old
a
age.
couple weeks. Yeah. You know, you think about that. I
Yeah.
mean, the stuff I have been able to accomplish in this country, America, as coming from a country that I grew up in, Bojama City, Lopa County. And in my own country, I would never have the opportunity. In my own country, people that were my age, the same, they're still struggling. It's just sad, man. This is what some of us, we talk,
Bad
we
government.
talk, we talk.
Bad government.
It's sad. Bad governance and scare people. Bad governance scare people. They're dying, they're suffering, but they have no guts, no glory to come out. When you even tell them to come out, you gotta pay them to come out. Are you serious?
Are you
Why
serious?
somebody should pay you?
Yeah. To
You
kind of
haven't
fight
you
for your
haven't
own right.
struggled. Yeah, in this day and age, all you have to do is gather. There's video everywhere that goes across the international wire. It's not 1980. Somebody got called John Botti or whatever from BBC.
VOA.
No,
Yeah.
VOA, whatever. But my man, today you stand up, it's everywhere on social media. Today you get up, you complain about anything, people will hear you. But you sit down there all day, party Monday. I am the general of this group. You go sit down there. Y'all will be some of y'all older than me. Your whole children there now. Their life is basically in danger because nothing will be there for them. And you still sit there every day and you feel proud. You're just gonna defend a party, a party, a party. How about you defend your life and your family and the children that you brought? That's your first role as a human being. When you born a child, you take care of that child, you make sure that child is in a better situation than you ever were. Thank you.
Yeah, and Gus, we have a letter for you. We've been trying to get to you, but it's difficult. So we have a letter for you.
Did you,
Our anniversary
you know
is
what happened? I changed my name too. I think that's what happened.
it's on
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
Sunday. Yeah, it's on Sunday, and that's why we're letting you know that we
What's the
have a letter
letter?
for you. When
we
you
have the letter for you. We will try to get it to your messenger because we find it difficult to your WhatsApp.
I can
That's
hear
the
you.
issue. Uh, so we'll call you after the show. All right, Gus. We'll call you after.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm just gonna clock in real quick. I'll come back out here and listen to this thing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the voice of Gus Korma. He's a regular panelist here on the show from the Pre News and all the shows here on this radio. So, folks, those are the talking points. Those of you who are listening, you can call in and make your contribution right here on the program from the Pre News, the Monday edition. This is the freedom that you love, the freedom that you cherish, the freedom that is your everything will be celebrating her 9th anniversary. 9 years, I'm telling you. 9 years. Freedom FM will be 9 years on Sunday. On Sunday is our birthday. Freedom FM birthday is on Sunday. All right. Sunday will be 9 years old, but we will be celebrating on our birthday eve. The eve to our birthday is when we're going to be celebrating. And we'll be celebrating with the people of district number 16 in the borough of Newcastle. But the rest of the districts are invited. All right. From 1 to 17, all of our friends, our fans, our followers, our supporters. Hey, if you are having some free time on Saturday, please drive or you make your way to the borough of Newcastle. The Lagoon community is where we're going to be celebrating with, our family and friends, supporters all across the country. So we encourage a lot of you to be a part. Let's celebrate. We'll have the time to exchange autographs and you just name it. So don't miss out. It's going to be this Saturday, the Babla field there in the Lagoon community. All right, just before you get to the St. Thomas Church, the field right there, we call it the Desert Field. So let's be a part and celebrate together. Freedom will be 9 years old on Sunday. And we are also open to your contribution. We want to make this very, very grand. So we are open to your contribution. Our mobile money account number is 0888024 973. All right. Maybe you want to give us water. You want to give us soft drink. You want to give us whatever. Hey, come on. You can come to us, ask for Ruth Seaton Morris, or you ask for Jonathan Sawe. All right. He's the first point of contact before you get to Ruth Seaton Morris. So let's go to the phone lines and hear from you. Those of you who are listening, you want to make your import, you can call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104 the numbers to call. So let's take you as our first caller. All right, this person. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from, and take your 1 minute.
My name is Christian Sebre. I'm calling from my from Spain.
Go ahead.
We have told the people that we have a number that this government is tyrannical. The government is hesitant in living up to the blood of the people. Classic example of what we are experiencing as we speak. The impressive is that we found out that the rate they say they will not be at its just deficit. They condemn previous government. They come, they say they will change the narrative. Now we cannot see anything. All of the promises, the car will not get stuck in the mall. We will refer the harmonization up to now. You see the speaker budget is increasing. One more about favor serving the people who does the work for government. They are then marginal labor. The speaker, the executive speaker, Senate voting, the president. Their budget is increasing day by day, while the common people suffer. It means the government is not serious. They just going after people arbitrarily. They are not even respecting the rule of law. Classic example of our brother now who they give the fire if they are captured up to now. The judge is refusing to build the people.
Okay.
Hello?
Your line is breaking.
Oh,
We lost that caller. I didn't announce the number itself. So.
okay. So call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Those of you following us on our online platform, call us on +231 886 500 104. I mean, those that are out of the country on our WhatsApp number. Hello?
Yeah, well, I was wrapping up my non got started.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, so I was saying like our brother they were covering out the Marvel Central Prison. They come in not being scared. Now they don't have probable and now you just keeping the people cheering the young back. No, they are not attending to health and what have you. And up to now, John Russo very holding for criminal for it is refusing because the government is threatening him not to set a bill. And the people cheering, they're going through a lot. One of the things we really need to speak to, even our in the party, we need to speak to it, but it does not occur with. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Let's go to another person. Let's pick this person. Hello, welcome. I didn't cut you off. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Let me be able to grow with you. And this is the biggest protest in the French movement. What it do at Carwell.
Go ahead.
They have too much for the people to do innovation. You guys are there and they're putting all the power that we need and all that we need to share. But if you need a solid government, the bigger government, this government in the interest of the people, they're just doing yesterday because what they're doing wrong, in the persistence, this is why we were talking all year and year. For the illegality now, they are there heavy in the people, and this is what we need to stand up on our right. If nobody will stand up on our right, we do a language over that. So you'll be for any government that will come. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. Let's take another person. All right, let's take this person. Hello, welcome.
Yes, sir, how you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say hi to Wendell and Padua. You know, that is the reality. You know, the country is not okay. And the one reason for that is that the government came to, when they took the presidency, they forgot about their own agenda. All the day, they made CDC up to present their agenda. So this is why you will have government official and their members taking Facebook, wishing somebody death, and then all the kind of thing you will see going on. How does somebody being sick has to do with the economy of the country? How does that improve my life? How does that improve Mary's life? How does that improve my life? We are talking about improving the livelihood of the Liberian people. You left the country. You made two travel. When you return at the airport, you say you were not officially invited. That was a private visit, but yet resources from the Liberian people, was used by you to make your trip. After you return, out of sheer disgrace, your press secretary is making it to appear as if we don't know. You don't travel and bring money. You come with one other commitment that impacts the livelihood of the Liberian people. So that is what happened in the state. If you go to somebody there around here, tell you that they are not telling you to put the money on mobile money so you can be able to go and get it up. One of the men was telling my brother, he said, we tired doing something. Because the government is holding us 6 months. Every time they say pay the money, we'll pay. Pay the money, we'll pay. You can't pay it. They told me for the first week in November, salary going to be around. Before you are paying what they enter, people are. You are saying it was a propaganda. Oh, we were talking about the reality because the government, some resources that they are getting, you're not able to attract any investor. You're not able to attract any money into the country. So the little money that you are collecting in the country, when you are financially disciplined, you'll be able to utilize it fully to benefit the Liberian people. But all that we went through for 7-8 months just to remove one speaker is what we are getting now today. Government is struggling, government is difficult. Even water company that will buy water from. These days now, I got to accuse my people that they are not cleaning the air out. Not knowing it because the water I have a low stay with the people when you buy it, the water is smelly in your water put on agriculture. We think about prayer for Liberia, zero. You pray that God will protect this country. For the Liberian people to go back and make another decision coming to the line. But for anything for substantial to be attracted to Liberia that will benefit us, it's far from reality. Workers cannot attract anything to this country because of the inability to make good friends, and those that are around me, they cannot connect him. So we will be here revolving and going through difficult times in this country. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys, and we'll be with freedom to celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's keep your calls coming in. Let's interact more. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, my dog?
I'm fine, ma'am. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. Ma Sisi? Ma Sisi, you are serious? La serious? I guess you. Yeah, I'm going. Tell you, I can't show.
When I hear her speak Loma, I will know she can really speak serious.
Go ahead, my sissy.
And how to box in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I want us to listen to open up faith. Okay. Let me repeat again in my general voice. Sometimes I wonder why I listen to open up faith. You know what open up faith? You know what open up faith? You know what it means? You were going to get into that. She know what to find out what open up faith.
Cooking up faith. That English word there?
That English word, open up faith. Open up for fun that was in there. Someone here gave up open up faith. And her last name.
No, there. Go ahead, you more.
So the issue. Now, I'm listening to that guy talking part of bull crap. Talking about you get the president going to the country and coming back with a bunch of money in the bag. What you gonna realize, my daughter, Esther? Oh, well, yes, you take the best stuff. And when you want to America, you fly. They say, you got it, you bring nothing to the country. And you are making cars, you're looking for your president one time. That we are making cars, making so good in America. Putting nothing to the country. What are they telling us that you will not give the country and come out with a bunch of money in the bank, pull up gram of both and to get to the country? Just tell us now, what you bring now? So you get the money in the gram of gold, because we are went there, we make our boy, and we see hospital here. We see that one pass, that's what they pray, we see hospital to great see there. Don't get there, we see it, we can feel it, we can test it. We see, don't come here, tell roll here, because then you can see it, you can see the impact. Don't come. So when you brought, when the quotation was good for the quotation man at New York, just tell us, then you can open your wild mouth.
What again, name? Don't spoil again, name, man. Why are you spoiling your name? That's my friend. That's my friend. We are media colleagues. So cooking up for fun.
Okay. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome to the show. Go ahead. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. So that the new my CC get a woman now? Oh. Go ahead.
money. It's not like that. Some of the workers, that's how we see the budget.
Thank you, Patience. We don't have the time to continue with the calls.
Right.
Esther, do we have some messages you want to squeeze in? Let's quickly
I
do
think
it.
3 more. We have Augustine
Okay.
Willer says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching from New Georgia. The dead man George Manewia has resurrected." And Emmanuel Nason says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm following from Yekipa, Nima County. This is the worst thing that ever happened to Liberia." Success says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from the city of Phoenix, Arizona."
Okay, so folks, we are about to leave you, and we'll be here, God's willing, tomorrow. Stay looking up to you for our anniversary celebration. We want you, this entire NAV anniversary is dedicated to our fans. All right. So we want all of you to be a part. All right. Again, those of you who are listening, you want to be of help to us. We have a mobile money number 0888 024 973. 0888 024 973. The name attached to the number is Esther Daku. She's right here, and that's the number 0888 024 973. All right. So, folks, thanks for being a part of today's edition of the Pre-News. We'll be here tomorrow by God's grace to bring you another presentation. Until then, do have a pleasant Monday.